Hello, everyone. In this world, there are many problems that need to be solved. If I would rule the world, the three things I would change to benefit society as a whole would be poverty, education, and racism. The first thing I would change is poverty. Many parts of the world struggle with poverty rates and affects many families. People who are affected by this normally do not have access to basic survival resources such as food, clean water, medicine, and other necessities. Children who are born in these families are more likely to be born with low birth weight, and as they grow may experience frequent sickness and delayed growth. As the child starts to grow into school age, they are more prone to problems such as behavioral problems and feelings of anxiety and depression. For example, in Nigeria, 50% of all people who live there are in poverty, and 90,000 children are likely to die from starvation alone in 12 years. Many of these children also don't receive a good education. This leads me to my next thing I would change. The second thing I would change is education. Education is key to success and should not be deprived from anyone. Every child should be provided a free and good education. Throughout the world, over 70 million children don't go to school each day. There are many factors to contribute to this, such as government funding of parents, and just access to school in general. Unlike the United States, many countries do not provide a good education with low costs. Many families in developing countries actually spend much more of their income on education than those in developed countries. For example, in developed countries, households don't spend more than 5% of their income on education, while in developing African countries such as Guinea, Niger, and Chad, family households are expected to pay upwards amount of 20 to 25% of their household money on education. And last but not least, I would change racism. The issues concerned with racism are vast and troublesome. This includes prejudice against others, discrimination, or hatred directed at someone. Racism is a form of abuse and harassment. It should not be tolerated anywhere you go. This is huge when it comes to authority figures. For example, if an employer was racist and was doing interviews, the employer may avoid certain interviews with people who have certain surnames and do interviews with others with other surnames. In the end, all three of these are very important problems that need to be solved. And these are the three problems I would solve if I ruled the world.